Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Cool.
Doing great.
Matt?
Bueno.
I'm
Will?
having a barrel of fun today.
I see where we're going with this, I
boy.
think. Maybe.
Oh, no, I don't think so, but it's fine.
Well, since we have new characters, why don't we go around the table and introduce them as best as we can without spoiling anything for the future? Starting with Wizrel? I guess we'll just go right to left.
Okay, so Wizrel is a wizard. He's inside of a barrel with his head sticking out. It's got two little flaps where the doors could open to let him in and out, but he's all the way inside with just his head sticking out. And he's sitting around the table. He's got little pouches around the outside of the barrel for all of his spell components. He's got a little bag sitting off to the side for a spell book. And, he's just hanging out in his barrel.
What AC does the barrel provide?
That was something we need to talk about. Wizards usually only have 10, but it's very important that the barrel stays intact. So I don't know how you want to deal with that.
But you want to be able to cast spells while in the barrel, right?
No, we'll pop out of the barrel momentarily to cast spells.
Okay, if you will leave the barrel to cast spells, then we can just consider
We will
the barrel.
partially leave the barrel. We will not fully leave the barrel.
Well, if you're standing in a barrel, you can cast spells, Neal.
But you can't cast spells while wearing armor. So if the barrel adds anything to your AC, then it becomes armor and you can't wear it while casting spells. But if it doesn't add anything to your AC,
He's not wearing the
then
barrel.
you can cast
He's just
spells
in the
it.
barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
We'll
can take
figure
the
it
normal
out.
10 AC. It's fine. It's
At
okay.
points, the armor disassembles itself and becomes barricade and gives half cover.
We'll
And it's not armor.
figure it out when we get there. I'm sure. I'm
You will.
sure.
Don't worry. I'm giving you some bonus points in here, Neal. You'll like it when you figure it out. Don't
okay.
you worry.
Okay,
I trust you.
can't you just take like fear from snakes and then do armored wizard, man?
Fear from snakes?
What's that? What's the?
Oh, for the extra points and the
Yeah, there we go.
skills and
Just do that.
powers.
Just be afraid of snakes. That's why you're in the barrel.
He's in the barrel for his own reasons.
Okay,
He's
never
just
mind.
hanging out there right now. Don't you worry.
Okay. All right. Kuris, who are you and who are you playing today?
Yeah. So I am playing Kudras, who is a very large minotaur, and he's here to complete the mission through whatever means necessary.
Perfect. And next up, we have Darius. Who are you and who are you playing today?
I'm Matt. I'm playing Darius. He has recently lost his dog to a fatal disease.
I was joking, Matt. I'm so
And-
sorry. I didn't mean it.
Neal killed him off screen.
Oh, I didn't. I
We
was
did
just
pre-show. Check the VODs.
I was just joking. He's alive
And
and well.
He's currently pouring a beer into Wizrel's mouth.
Well, he's taking it. That sounds good.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I feel terrible. Okay, and last but not least, we have Zizeller. Maybe.
Zizzlor.
Zizlor.
Zizzlor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cleric of Illuminus who's here to spread the light to all, and all will see the light. He's a human cleric, and he's in regular chain vest level limbs. He's middle-aged, but he knows what he's doing. He's still level 1, but whatever.
All right. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's pick it up. You guys are in Shenanigans. Where's our tavern music? Why is it not playing already?
I don't know why it's not playing.
Tavern music. All right. It is a day. It is a packed day in here. You guys are having trouble even finding room. It's like 90 people in this building. Overblown. So you all find yourselves near the front door, looking in, trying to figure out where the hell you're all gonna sit. Because there's so little room. What are you guys up to?
Well, hey there, big fella. I got a question for you. You mind helping me out in here? I can't really get out of this barrel these days. Could you pull me over to a table?
Good idea. I need a seat. So I'm gonna pull the barrel over, just like sit up, because there's probably no chairs, but I got a chair here.
Is he sitting on top of my head, or is he
Yeah.
just like around the outside?
I'm on it's like a barrel, right? Like there's a top to it or something?
Yeah, but my head's coming out through like the center. If you like draw a hole perfectly in the center.
I push your head.
Wait, I can't breathe down here. There's water. I can't do this.
There's water in the barrel?
Yeah.
I'm at least on the side of it or something, right? Like in the edge of the
I was
barrel.
thinking your legs go around the outside and my head's
Yeah.
just stuck in between your legs.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can't really do anything about
No.
it.
Wizards in their spell components. Ah,
Well, it didn't start out like this, but I guess this will do. You know, as you would say, things happen in the world.
So Desmond, how's it going?
What? Huh? He says as he quickly pours
drink.
drinks. Do you need something?
A drink.
Right. And he will hurriedly run around and try and get you a couple of beers. It is at this moment that from the outside, a fresh young corgi puppy runs up to Matt and starts licking his leg.
I pick him up.
He loves you.
Oh, I love him back.
Great. I feel
Only
better.
my other corgi hadn't died to a fatal disease beforehand.
But now you have a new puppy, so it's okay.
how much combat training does this puppy have? It seems less useful than your previous one.
I don't know. Let's try it out. I throw it across the bar.
Oh my god. Someone tries to catch the puppy. Yes. It is a half-elven ranger who grabs the puppy out of the air and gently sets it down on the ground. And begins to make his way over you to admonish you for being so cruel to such an animal.
I respond pragmatically about the aerodynamics of the corgi.
It's an acceptable answer, I suppose.
I'll collect my corgi.
All right.
What's its name?
This one will be named Dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Smart name. A short one-syllable name. It makes it easier to recognize and give commands to in battle.
Indeed.
Looking straight up, he goes, "Sounds like you know what's going on, big man."
Yes.
Wait, is there someone in that barrel?
Yeah, how's it going?
Okay. Oh, good. Why are you in a barrel?
Look, man, shit happens. Okay, I just gotta stay in here.
Because he's a wizard, obviously.
Yeah, can you not see my spell components? Look around the barrel, man.
How do you move?
Slowly.
With the magic.
That is
We
also
just
true.
we just went over this.
I don't. You think powerful enough with magic?
Look, we don't go very far in a day, okay?
How else
Hopefully-
would he? How else would he move the barrel?
Not well.
But hopefully with this big guy, he can help me move around a little bit. He seems big and strong. Maybe he can just carry me.
Yeah, just roll
takes
the
it-
barrel.
It takes a truly powerful wizard to both engage in strong magical acts while also hiding their origin.
Well, we can't roll the barrel. That'll let all the water out. That's unacceptable. Water
What?
is necessary. Necessary for life. You don't understand.
Wait,
There's
how do you
water in that
move the
barrel.
barrel if there's water in it?
Tensor's floating disc.
Oh my god. Okay, I love it. Love it.
As I said, magic.
You can move 10 minutes a day.
Like I said, we don't move very fast. We're looking for a partner in this gang, okay? Looking for a big guy. That's why I'm here, okay? I needed some muscle.
Have you found anyone big enough to carry you around?
Hopefully the guy who's sitting on top of me.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually my carrying capacity is something like 500 pounds or something because I have like the max strength.
Mhm.
Right?
He's got
So this is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We might need to
Yeah.
make me into a backpack for you, but I think this can work. You can just have a wizard in the barrel on your back.
Yeah. Or three 30 pounds. That's light, yeah.
I don't weigh very much anymore,
Okay.
even soaking wet.
Well, you guys are hanging out near the front, kind of looking for a place to sit down, but finding none, really. When
Carissa's got a spot.
That's true, Chorus does have a spot, and I guess Wizroll also has a spot, technically.
Always got a spot.
When the door behind you opens, and a befuddled-looking old man with red robes and a heavy walking stick and a pointy kind of droopy hat with a wide brim steps in. He's got a gray cloak around his shoulders. Must be in his 80s, maybe 90s. He's an older gentleman. He looks around and goes, excuse me, what are you doing in my house?
We've taken it over. Sorry, sir.
This is my barrel, thank you very much.
This is now a tavern.
Are you a wizard as well? Is that why you're looking to take his barrel?
It's a very comfortable barrel, I must add.
I'm just trying to get home.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
This doesn't seem to be my house. Do you know where I live? He asks, curiously.
Do you live in the Wizard Tower?
Maybe. Would you take me there? I can't seem to find my way home.
All right. Look, we'll take you to the Wizard Tower and drop you off there.
See, you should just wear your home like me. Makes things easier.
A wearable home like a turtle? Or a snail? It must be very slow to move.
Very. But you know what? I think this big guy right here can help me out. I think this is going to be just fine.
Maybe you need a pull cart. Something.
I got a little bit of gold, and around his neck, some gold coins will pop up if we need to buy one.
Will.
He starts to push his way past you guys and into the crowd, muttering something to the various people as he passes. He seems a little lost. What do you guys want to do? You have a tavern before you that is pretty full, and I guess two of you have sitting room. Or are you sitting in the barrel, or are you standing in the barrel?
It's like
Is there a bench?
how do you say? It's one of those a full-size keg, not the half kegs that everyone
Right.
knows what they actually are, but like a full-size one. It's one of
Yeah.
those. So he could be like kneeling or sitting. He's like plopped down, but he's probably sitting up a little bit. So there's probably
Okay.
a little ledge in there for him to sit on. It's a
All
very
right.
good barrel, very watertight.
Great. Yeah, so you're all hanging around. What do you want to do?
Well, I haven't seen the world in a while. Y'all want to go somewhere? Now that we've got some legs to move around, it'd be pretty nice to see the world. Y'all have anywhere you need to go?
We got to Santa Barbara. There's now a post up there.
Well,
Is
just
that where he lives?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, do we want to help him? I need a high-level cleric. I'm not really looking for a wizard these days. Need a nice high-level cleric.
No, I'm
That's
just
what
level
after.
1, mate.
Yeah. See, that seems to be all their problems. Need a good, nice high-level cleric. We'll find one of these days, I'm sure. What about you, Mr. Dario? Do you know what's going on here today?
Well, I was just it looks like we're in a bar, and I don't know, we could help that guy home. He looks rich. He's got red robes.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Maybe he can. Maybe he's got a nice little. What do you call them? Nice little water in a barrel that continuously pours. That would be pretty cool.
It's at this point you do hear cries from deeper in the room as the old man gets sort of crowd surfed back to the door and tossed out the front door. And someone on the inside says, "And that's what you get for stripping in public." And the old man gets up and tries to brush himself off and goes, "Why? I never. It's my own home. I can do whatever I please in here."
Well,
Is it
But,
like a retiree? Was it retiree place nearby or something?
Is there an old folks home?
There is no old folks home. There is no retiree station. There is no association of elderly wizards. Although that sounds like fun.
There's no place for somebody who's like over the age of 30? No place for them to live?
Wow.
There's no Boomerville yet.
Yeah, just move into the airship.
I'm gonna saunter over to him, kind of walk over next to him as he
Hello?
laying down.
No, he's like starting to pick himself back up. Hello? Have we
So
met before?
Do you have a driver's license? What's your name?
I have no such license. My name is... Hold on now. It's something. I definitely have a name. I can't seem to recall what it is. What's your name, good sir?
My name is Darius.
Good name. Maybe that's my name too.
Maybe doubtful. Do you have anything on your person that could help identify you?
Yes, I have a key to my house, and he produces a key from his pocket. The door that this opens is definitely my home.
I'm gonna look back to the guys. This is the key to his house.
Well, that's helpful. Maybe we could go over to the wizards in their little next door place and see what they're up to. Maybe they can help us figure out what this guy is. Maybe they've seen him before.
Splendid. If you can get me home, I'll make it worth your while. Just can't seem to find the house.
We should find a locksmith. He could create a lock for that this key could open up, and that could be his house.
We could get in the
Clever.
barrel.
Locksmith.
I accept that answer. If the key opens it, it must be my home.
Let's go to the locksmith.
Let's go to Cogwrench, yeah.
All right. You guys can head to Cogwrench Hammerbench's house.
Can you
and-
pull me, big man? Can you take me? I don't really like to drag the barrel. It gets holes in it. Causes lots of problems.
I just pick it up because it's below my base carrying capacity. So
How much does a barrel full of water weigh?
a lot.
A lot. I don't think it's more
Yeah.
than 500 pounds, though.
yes, I used to be 330 is my base. I'd probably be encumbered. I'd actually be encumbered. Maybe
We'll see.
70
should've
pounds
taken-
plus 40 gallons of water. So 40-gallon water.
Plus some displacement from the
weight.
person being in there. It's not fully.
Yeah. Well, but then that would probably include your weight.
Right, but
Something
I would
like
weigh
that.
less than water.
That's true. A gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds times 40 plus 70. So at most, if this was just a full barrel of water, it'd be 400 pounds. But if you displaced some of the water, then we can do like 8.34 times maybe 20 plus the 70. It's like 236 pounds.
Is that cool? Can you carry that?
Can you carry that?
Yep. Yes. So I'm slightly slowed, but that's good.
Okay.
Great.
You. That solves a lot of problems.
All right. You guys pick up the barrel and walk with the old man to Cogwrench Hammerbench's home. You will arrive there just a few minutes later. And
Can we get a
Cogwrench...
town map?
Yeah, we can get a town map. And Cogwrench will greet you all. Hello. Good show. What brings you here today? Is it something I can do for you, I may?
Well, this wizard fellow has his key to his house, but he doesn't know where his house is. So we're hoping you can make a lock for the key so he can get home.
What?
Don't you say?
He's got a key,
Well-
he needs a lock to match the key.
I heard your words, but they baffled me. Come down here, please. Let me speak to you. Take a knee.
Is
I'm
there-
always
want-
sitting in my barrel, thank you very much. But you know, I like to see you in this wonderful place. I don't know none of this rhymes.
Can we get some wheels on the barrel, Cogwrench? Do you think that is possible?
He looks at the barrel.
Or maybe a
Without
little
making-
platform with some wheels to push me on? I can pay you.
You'll need at least 3 wheels, but no good barrel has fewer than 12.
We'll take 12.
Good, good. This is I can go and take my other projects and them I will shelve. Let's get you some wheels. And maybe put them on the heels of your shoes.
What? Heelys?
Heelys. Heely wheelies. No, wheels for the barrel.
Yes.
A wheelie barrel.
He starts pulling out various sized wheels and holding them up to the barrel and measuring them, and he eventually comes up with a 6-wheel design that will be a little bit better. He's going to put some runners on the side of your barrel and then attach wheels to them so that you'll just have like 3 wheels on each side, and they'll extend a little front and a little behind each barrel, each side of the barrel. And then
Perfect.
he'll, make some cross platforms. That way someone can stand on the back and like push and kick and then ride on the back of the barrel.
It's a good design. Much better. I knew I came to this town for a reason. Smart people here.
This is going to have serious problems if there's even a small bump in the road. There are no shock absorbers, and these are just like wooden wheels. It's going to be a bumpy road. But,
As long
We
as the
can do
water
it.
doesn't leave, we're okay.
yeah. He will get to work modifying your barrel, completely forgetting about the request for the old man and the lock.
Yep.
That was a dumb idea, anyways.
Yeah.
It's okay. We don't need shock absorbers. That's what the water's for. I know water conducts electricity.
True. Smart one you are. Glad I got you on my side.
Yeah. A few minutes later, well, not a few minutes, like an hour and a half later, he has attached wheels to your runners and attached them to your barrel. How does he do it without letting any water out?
He just makes like a band around the outside that it just sits in.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah. He's Cogranch. He can do it.
And
It's
that
done.
way,
Mechanical-
if it crashes, we can just lift the barrel out.
Excellent. Your barrel is done. He reaches out his hand and says, 3 pieces of gold should suffice for my labor.
And 3 little pieces of gold will pop up from around his neck. You don't really see any hands coming out, but 3 gold pops out.
Just like, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, just he kind of pops it to where it just goes in front of his little face.
All right. He takes it, thanks you in rhyme. God, that's just the way I should do it. I should just dictate his actions and say in rhyme. It's way easier. And then he goes back to whatever he was working on before you guys arrived.
Oh, we need the lock for the key too.
Give me the key.
Is the old man still here, or has he wandered off?
Yeah, he's standing around and he hands Cogwrench the key, and as soon as Cogwrench takes it out of his hand, it vanishes from Cogwrench's hand, and the wizard goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Here it is," and he reaches into his pocket and produces the key and hands it to Cogwrench, and then it vanishes from Cogwrench's hand. He goes, I am so sorry, young gnome. I seem to recall, maybe, that I have put a curse on my key, so it can never leave my person. I think I must have forgotten it once.
Can you work on it with him while he holds on to the key?
Cogwrench rolls his eyes. The key gets held out. He examines it. He starts to match it with another key, and then he notices the key shifts, and he shakes his head and goes, I'm so sorry. This key is one of magic, and that I cannot replicate it or make a lock for it is quite tragic. No means of mundane nature will duplicate this key, and lockless it shall ever be.
We've found this man, and he doesn't know anything about anything. And we're trying to find where he lives. Do you know?
Have you asked him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we've asked him, but he doesn't know.
Do you know about an old folks home nearby, Cogwrench?
Old folks' home? You mean a place where you just deposit people when they're too old to exist in your society? Well, this is
Yes.
one of the reasons why I never really got along with the humans. You see, in our gnomish lands, we don't do that sort of barbaric behavior. He like drops all of his rhyming and all of his verse and goes on a tirade about the treatment of the elderly in modern society and how no one cares for them and they just end up poor and destitute on the streets,
slavery's
wandering
legal in
around.
this country,
And you should
right?
be caring for your grandparents. I would care for my grandparents, except they're already dead, so it's fine and easy. But you should be doing it. How could you let your grandfather? And he tirades.
Yeah, slavery's legal here. What, you care about this?
I care about the things that I can make a difference in. And right now, I can make a difference with you and your grandfather. How could you leave him here like this? It's unconscionable.
It's not my grandfather, and I'm in my 50s.
All right, guys, have we tried? We could just try using the key on certain houses. We could find it that way.
Oh, use it on any door and see if anything happens. If it's a magic key.
Maybe he lives here in Cog
Wrench, this man is useless. Look at him. I mean, he doesn't even know where he lives. How can we...
That's not true. I can cast Fireball. Let me see if I can remember the words to it. He like pulls out some bat guano from one of his components and starts muttering things to himself and shaking his head.
You get it. Yeah, I will see you do a fireball, sir.
No, wait. I heard that don't wizards forget the spell like once they've cast it and then they have to prepare it again? That's like how magic works, right? Have you considered that you've named yourself after a spell? Maybe that's why you can't remember your name.
My God, am I a wizard? I must be.
Only wizards can cast fireball, to my knowledge.
Right, of course I'm a wizard. I was just joking with you. Yes. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does, Mr. Fireball.
Mr. Fireball. Hey, that has a familiar ring to it. That might be my name. Let's see.
Maybe we could.
I've remembered something.
Yeah.
I live next to a great lake so vast you could not see the other side.
The ocean.
No, it's a lake. A salty lake.
An ocean.
This is bringing back
Salty
bad
lake.
memories. Are we sure it's next to a body of water? Bad things are in bodies of water.
Well, it's not in the body of water. Aren't you in a body of water?
It's different, okay?
No, he is not. He is not in a body of water. He is a body in the water. These are different things.
Very wise and astute of you, young man. Very, very wise.
Yeah, wise. Yeah.
Yes.
He gets it. He understands.
Oof. He looks up at the giant minotaur. You know, they say intelligence and wisdom are correlated with height, and I think in your situation, it's most definitely true.
Ah, yes. Correlation does cause
Causality.
that,
Yes. Good. Many people forget this. Anywho.
Well, we could, was it cold where your house is? Or was it warm?
Room temperature. Perfect weather for he looks at his clothes. For robes.
See. I
What other
see.
temperature could your room be other than room temperature?
No, look at this one. So wise and yet so tall. My.
Neal, I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Yes. The wizard has a great many magic things upon him. His robes are magic. His staff is magic. His cloak is magic. His hat is magic. He's got a magic key in his pocket. He seems to have a magic dagger at his side. His sandals seem to be magical as well.
This guy is a magic item.
It could be
It's an item?
It could be the same thing. Maybe he loses his sandals too, and they come back or something. Could have the same spell and all it.
Yeah. Do you have any tattoos on you, sir? that reveal information.
Right, let me take off my clothes. And he begins to strip down
All right.
in Cogwrench Hammerbench's shop, who looks befuddled at what is happening. He does manage to strip down completely naked, dropping all of his things except for the key that appears in his hand when he does so. And then he looks about at himself and raises his arms and lifts his legs and, looks about. And he is tattooeless.
Give us a spin. Maybe it's on the back. Oh, no.
He'll give
no
you a
tattoos?
spin, yeah. He'll give you a little bit of an old man twirl.
He doesn't have any magic on him.
He's got detect
Now
magic
that
still
he's
going.
taken everything off of him, the only thing on him now that is magical is the key.
Okay.
All his other clothes are deposited on the ground.
Okay.
Well,
We should try the keys just somewhere to see if it does anything.
Yeah.
Splendid. Where should I put it?
well, I think
Cogwrench's door.
Right, and the naked wizard walks outside, shuts the door. You hear a couple of screams and cries from innocent people who are now being flashed by the old man. And he inserts the key, and it does not work.
Oh, all right.
And then he starts banging on the door. Let me in! This is my house! I demand to be let in!
No, I keep it closed.
I open it. Come on.
Okay.
What are you doing in my home?
We've got your clothes here.
Oh! Well, it's a warm day. I suppose we don't need them?
Are you sure this is your house?
Let's
This looks
close
like a
on,
lonely
sir.
building.
This doesn't look like my house. What have you done with it?
We don't know. Are we near a giant body of water where your house is?
My house is near water. How did you know? He looks suspiciously at you.
We've met before.
Of course we've met before. I know many people. I'm just testing your memory.
Do you lose your memory every time you walk through a doorway?
That's ridiculous. I never. I've remembered everything I've ever cast. I have this one particular spell. You'll never guess what it is, but it keeps all
Fireball.
my enemies at... How'd you know?
You're Mr. Fireball.
It's a good name.
maybe another wizard would know him. Maybe
Maybe
other wizards.
maybe he should get tattoos of the things he knows about himself.
Ooh. I don't think that sounds particularly fun, though.
You know what? I hear it's just a fleeting memory, so I don't think it'll matter too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try messing around with the magic clothes to see if they do anything, like the sandals, or if I feel anything if I put some of them on.
Like, you take off your... Can
Like,
minotaurs even wear sandals? You don't have toes. You just have hooves.
Yeah, I guess.
You can try anything. You can wear anything but the sandals, I think.
Okay, I try the shirt, I guess. Or,
the robe. robes?
Warcraft, they can wear the shoes, but they're just invisible in the character model.
Well, thank God we're not playing Warcraft. You put on the robes, and you don't feel anything different about it yourself. You're just wearing, red robes. And when you put them on, the wizard says, "You there! Why are you wearing my clothes? I'll take them off at once. Those are mine." And he begins to dress himself out of indignation that someone would take his clothes. Well done.
I'm
Well
just
done.
testing them for you. Here are they back. It is a nice robe.
Good. No traps on it this time, huh?
No, surely a wizard such as yourself would notice it.
Well, when I found this robe, it was deep within the tomb of a great archmage. I had to slay many a monster to get there, fighting past golems, gargoyles, fire-breathing traps, even backstabbing by my own friend. His name was Roger, and I'll never forgive him. But that's where I got this robe from.
Well, clearly not so good of an archmage. He lost after all.
Well, yes, we all lose the battle with time, I suppose. Except for those pesky There's no elves around here, are there? Those pesky creatures. Thinking they are better than us, just because they are.
Elves are. They are pesky indeed.
Right.
Dealing with their trees. Stupid forest people. You don't like the forest, do you?
I like shade. And I like building things, or having things built. I guess I like chopping down trees? No. I'm not sure. Maybe we should go see some trees, the befuddled old man claims.
Well, his house probably isn't by a coast with trees then. We've narrowed it down a little bit more.
We could ask at the Wizard Tower.
I'm thinking that's a good place to go next.
Sure.
Let's try out these new wheels.
All right. You guys can wheel yourself on down to the Wizard's Tower. Let's change our music as you arrive at... Forgotten its name. Woghorts? Woghorts.
That's what
the
it
one.
was. I've been struggling all episode.
I haven't.
You arrive at Woghorts School. And at the front door, there's a gatekeeper, as there usually is, who keeps the pesky people out. He looks over the 5 of you, including the barrel, and asks what you're doing here. What's your business?
This wizard seems to lose his memory a bunch. He can't remember where he lives.
We're just trying to help an old man home.
Yeah.
You know this man?
I do not. Excuse me, good sir. Where do you live? And the old man says, why, through this door, of course. This is my home. What are you talking about? And the gatekeeper gives a nod, an understanding. I'm sorry, I've never seen him before.
He's got a cursed key that returns to his hand or something every time it leaves his hand. Is that a magic key or...
Sounds magical.
something? Yeah, but beyond that, like a specific magic or is it a special magic?
I'd have to identify. Excuse me, sir, give me your key. And he takes the key from the wizard, and it vanishes in his hand. And he reaches for it from the wizard again, and it vanishes. And he looks at the wizard and looks at you guys and goes, there's no way I can cast an identify spell. It takes 8 hours, and if he can't even let go of the key, it's impossible.
So he's not one of the faculty here or anything?
I've never seen this man in my life.
Well, do you mind if we walk around the premises, interacting with everybody here and just seeing if...
I actually quite do
Essentially.
mind. My job is to keep people from doing exactly that thing.
Well, I mean, what if we just, mind our own business and not
This is a
interrupt
chill-
any
this-
affairs?
It's a school with children. We can't just allow random adults to walk around and interview the children.
Please.
Maybe we could
Sir,
just go
this
to
is-
the faculty lounge? We could hang out in there and talk with the teachers?
Maybe be escorted to the faculty lounge. We don't leave that room.
Look, this old man doesn't belong here. I know every person that comes in and out of these gates. And, this man is not one of them. He's certainly not here, nor is he, someone who has ever been here. You see, I have quite a sharp memory for these things.
Right. Can
That's
we
why
ask
I'm the
other faculty
gatekeeper.
members?
Can I talk to your manager?
My manager. What do you think this is? Some sort of customer service job? No. This is an educational facility. And it is my position to keep strangers like you out. Now, I must ask you to leave.
Well, I suppose. Let's wheel our way on out of here.
Yeah. Just start pushing the cart slowly away.
Ah, splendid. Going for a walk, are we? Says the old man. Lovely. I was on a walk myself just very recently.
Man, these wizards are so forgetful. Even the gateman was forgetful. Didn't recognize them either.
Tell us more about this walk, sir.
Well, I set out from my home. I went to go get the mail. And, seems to be the last thing I remember. Ooh, my home was turned into a bar. It was terrible. There were so many people in there.
I see. Do you remember where your home was before it was a bar? Do you remember what the view out your window looked like?
Yes, there was a great salty lake outside my window.
Do you have that mail on you still?
The what?
You said you went to get the mail. Do you have any mail in your pockets?
Ah, good question. And he reaches around and pulls out an envelope, and it has a letter inside of it. And he hands it
What's
over
the
to
address
you.
on the envelope?
The envelope says, hold on, actually, you might, no.
Well done.
You've unlocked Neal's notes.
Now, if only he could remember which notebook.
Remember, you can support Neal on Patreon at patreon.com/Koibu0.
It says to Ferris on the outside of it.
Ferris with a
But-
P or F?
F, but has no city attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Ferris the Red Road Wizard. Okay.
That's me! How'd you know?
It's on
That's
the letter.
definitely my name. Ah, of course, makes sense.
I dive to the right.
Okay.
Look at so you can't just be saying the magic words to fireball like that.
Oh, I know that spell. Here, let me show you what it looks like, he says, and he begins to chant the words to the fireball spell.
I
I
stand
duck
behind
in my
him.
barrel.
I stand behind him.
I'll just stand like perfectly calm and watch him do it.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm watching him do it.
he-
I'm just making sure I'm behind him when he does it.
He tosses a fireball forward through the garden outside of Woghorts, and it blows up in the middle, scorching the ground, cindering the trees, parts of the trees. The gateman cries in alarm and runs over and starts shouting at you guys to take this old man out of here before he kills someone.
I'll say, wow, that was pretty good, but watch this one, and I'll magic missile one of the guards.
You need a magic missile the guard?
The magic guard.
I'm gonna magic missile that guy, Neal. That guy.
Murder hobo.
All right, guys. It was fun playing Shenanigans. You magic missile him. Roll me some damage.
What are we doing?
What is it? 1d4 plus 1, or is it 2d4 plus 2? Oh. All right, time for initiative. You have magic missiled the guard.
I drop to the ground and surrender. I just give up. I'm not fighting this.
I hope you have a second character ready, Matt.
What? This old man just fireballed that garden, sir.
And you're magic missiling the guard, the guy on the door, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That was wrong.
You and he go at the exact same time. It doesn't sound like anyone else is taking any actions, and he.
I'm not involved posture like no.
All right.
I duck to where only my eyes are outside the barrel. My whole head
Okay.
isn't out, but just enough to see what's going on.
Creatures within an effect. So you guys go at the same time. He casts a cone of fear at you. What are you casting?
Okay, well, so I got my first spell off.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and you tie with initiative, so you're both casting spells that go off at the exact same time.
Yeah. I don't know that I would cast another spell. Nobody else is doing anything.
No, it's just
No.
you and the gatekeeper.
I'd still dive to the side because there's the fireball.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm gonna run, but that adds to my initiative, so he goes first.
Yep. He will cone of fear all of you. Because you're all together in the same area. So everyone, make me a saving throw versus spell.
Might die here.
Oh my god, Dario.
Fuck.
Oh, right. The old man should have to make a saving throw too,
Yeah.
which he will pass. Oh, wow. That is a lot of passes. So those of you that have failed are Visible Code of Terror, which causes within its area effect to turn away from the caster and flee in panic. So all those of you must turn and flee in panic. Affected creatures are likely to drop whatever they're holding when struck by the spell. Base chance of this is 60% at first level, and reduces by 5% for every level thereafter. So make a D100 check if you failed your saving throw, and if it is lower than 60 minus 5 times your level, 5 times your level minus 1, you drop what you're holding and flee. So you drop. Are you the only two that failed? Yeah. So you guys drop your shit and flee in terror. Meanwhile, somehow Zizelor, and Zizelor and Darius and the old man are not afraid, and we can roll into initiative next round.
Well, I'm gonna run.
Problem.
You're gonna run?
Yeah. So
How long do I have to run for, Neal?
I flee.
Number of melee rounds equal to the level of experience of the caster. So you gotta run for 10 rounds. Like a 10th level caster on the gate.
We're dead. All right, so Wizarl jumps out of the barrel, his skin translucent and transparent from his neck down, looking very loosey-goosey, and he starts running away like one of those big things in front of like the car dealerships where they're big and wobbly. His body looks like, yeah, he's like one of those running down the street. And I need to look something else up really quick.
Wow.
He might just be dead.
Wow.
How long can I be out of water before this is a problem?
Oh, quick, run to the river.
Yeah, so he just starts running down the street in terror. Let's see. Each turn, a turn is 10 minutes. It's 10 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Turn is 10
Okay.
rounds, yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll get to the end of our terror, and then I need to run back to the barrel.
Okay, I guess
Great.
that wouldn't. Would that not count as like a not running into to sudden death? I guess not really, because like you wouldn't run into lava, I guess. But
But it's not into sudden death. It's
Okay.
my water's got to. Skin's got to stay damp. Otherwise, we take D12 damage every turn.
Okay. Yep.
Playing this honest, Koibu. Don't you worry.
I believe you.
We're sprinting down the street.
That's called fear spraying, Neal.
So you sprint down the street. Darius also sounds like he's running. McTacky, are you fleeing as well?
I'm not. I'm just saying, yeah, I've got no idea why he did that to the guy.
Okay. But so it sounds like pretty much everyone except for McTacky and the old wizard are fleeing.
yeah.
So our caster sees them running, and I guess he decides to just chill with it. And he shakes and wags a finger at you and says, "Get out! Take your old befuddled man and get out of here! I don't want to see you here ever again!"
Oh. I guess as I'm running away, I'm gonna look for buckets of water and stuff and try to throw it on me as we're running.
Well, there's water barrels.
Yeah, we're gonna be jumping through water barrels, diving through water. Any troughs, we're gonna fall into those too.
Okay.
It's very important. Very important. We stay
How
wet.
long can you go without being soaked?
If this occurs, the victim must keep the membrane damp with cool water or suffer 1d12 points of damage each turn. So, whatever that comes to be.
What spell is this?
We might have run into an aboleth before this, and we might have gotten tentacled on every third but the neck down.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we're just trying to be in our barrel of water, okay? It was
Got
an
it.
unfortunate event. We don't like the water anymore, but we're kind of stuck in it.
I see. It's not a great condition.
No,
Okay.
it's very problematic. But we've got a barrel of wizard now.
Right. Well, it sounds like everyone can successfully flee into the town together, and the spell will wear off, and you'll have hopped from, trough to barrel to well to whatnot. And
we got to run back and go get our barrel.
Yeah, well, the gatekeeper's shouting at McTacky to take the barrel with him. You shouldn't leave strange barrels
I'm not
lying
strong
about.
enough to take a barrel.
It's got
It's on
wheels.
wheels.
I forgot.
Right. The party ends up somewhere in the middle of Berkshire.
Sure.
The now naked wizard can hop back into his barrel. There's enough rain barrels that you won't die, I think. And the other wizard, the befuddled one, goes, "Well, that was quite an adventure. Do you suppose I could pay you all to take me home? I can't seem to find my house."
Yeah.
I try to stay
Is
in my
your-
house at all times.
Is your house in Solemn? Because I don't think there's any salt lakes in Arcadia.
No, it's not in Solemn. It's definitely in Drekis.
Okay, Drakus, right? You got the kingdom
Absolutely. Where are
So
we
it's-
right now?
down. Berkshire.
Well, that's in Drekis too.
Yes.
Oh, we're quite close to my home then. There shouldn't be more
Yeah.
than a quick jaunt.
Which where at your home is it on the lake? North or south, east, west to your house?
The sun does not rise nor set over my home. Over the lake.
So it's either north or south facing the lake.
That sounds
I realize
plausible.
That doesn't help us much, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Kershwick is almost a lake, kind of. I don't know.
Why don't you guys mark the candidate towns that you think it's not at, and then mark the ones that it could be at. You could do X's and O's for definitely not the town, and maybe the town. And we'll slowly whittle it down. And while you do that, why don't we take our first break? We'll see you guys on the other side of it with more shenanigans. Bye-bye.